what does it mean to you guys to be essential workers and to do the work that you do?
Well, I feel like a superhero. Like the way people talk these days about essential workers, it makes you feel good that you matter. Like even when the world, everything else doesn't matter, because right now money doesn't even matter at this point, but we do. Like us being here means everything. Like, you know, healthcare workers, essential period, whether you're a trash carrier or whatever, we're all needed right now more than anything in the world. And the fact that people are actually still coming out of their house, it's amazing to see that we're actually coming together as a people. That's the one thing about devastation. It brings everyone together, and that's the beauty of it almost to be. At least we know when the chips are down, like we actually pick up as human beings and say we can, you know, take care of one another when we know we don't have anything else.
Yeah, and it shows you the value too. Like it would do more damage for the essential workers to not be working than it would otherwise if they were to stop working.
Yes, it's nice to see that.
What's been the biggest challenge?
I think keeping a positive attitude.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just pretty much keeping a positive attitude to them because they're still trying to process everything that is going on.
I think too, also establishing a routine is always hard, especially when everybody's removed from what's normal to them, because that's when you have the most up in the air and people are very vulnerable to change and the implications of that. So establishing a new routine, which has been established now, was very difficult. People are more likely to go into crisis if they're removed from their routine. Right. So yeah, it's a safety as well, knowing what's going to happen, having things be predictable.
Right, it gives me some sense of hope, you know, like knowing that this is what's going to happen at this particular time every day. So it just gives them something to look forward to.
In the evenings, you guys have been doing a lot of...
Oh, we've been doing like nature walks. So we've been trying to do like meditating, like on nice days. We try to go outside and like whether just sitting in the sun or just, you know, just being outside, you know, whatever it is, just to have something to do and just stepping out the house. And sometimes we'll take a walk, we'll walk around in nature, just kind of just taking in the little things that we were taking for granted. We're actually taking a look at them now.
And I think also bringing everybody together too. They've been doing more activities together, which is nice.
So, they've been supporting one another. Like, they've been trying to just be there for one another.
They've been doing some crafts and poetry and meditation and
movies, right?
Movies, yeah.
Even a few of them are reading.
Yes. They are. That is true. Yes. Yes.
Is there anything you want people to know about what it is you do, the people you serve, and what people should be considering during this pandemic? Because, to elaborate on the reason why is that, people aren't necessarily talking about the mental health community that much.
I feel like the big word is compassion with this whole situation. It's having compassion for others and understanding everybody is dealing with this differently. And knowing just maybe you're not going through it, there's people are going through it. And everybody processes the situation different. So compassion is a major thing in this whole pandemic, is how I feel.
And I think that even to this day, the stigma associated with mental illness, it doesn't play out pretty. You don't see it on the news. You don't see the people that are suffering. The consumers that are here are very, very, very lucky to have the support system with this team around them that they have. But there's a lot of people out in the community that have nobody. And now the partial care programs are shut down. Their drop-in centers are shut down. All their supports are gone. So what Easter Seals, I think behavioral health is doing is just above and beyond the people that are blessed. There's nothing other word to use but that, to be in these services right now, and have the great team of folks that work for us around them to support them is unbelievable. Because as stressful as this is for us and for everybody that is at home working, it's a lot of stress for them.
Yeah, the people who rely on their partial cares are so much more at risk now, if that's mainly where their support is coming from.
We have become that primary support system.
Yeah.
We always have other supports in the community to help, but now this is it. We are this is it.
How are you guys doing? Does anyone want to speak to how this pandemic is affecting them kind of personally, professionally, and coming in and keeping those spirits up?
I mean, I could say personally, like my anxiety level is just a lot higher than normal. Like I feel like me just going outside just makes me nervous. And it's like I'm trying my best just to stay away from people and practice social distancing and just the fact that but it's always that thought in your mind, like, what if it's sitting on my hat, or what if I didn't do something right? That's it. And the worst thing for me is to give it to somebody else too. I feel like, I'm younger and I maybe, I'll be more likely to survive it. But if I was to ever pass it along to somebody and, like my parents or like my youngest sister, because she has a weak immune system, those are the things that, it throws me off because of that. Because I think about that throughout the day more than anything else. Like, I'm so distracted about, like, wait, did I wash my hand? Did I wash this? Did I do that? Mm-hmm. So it's like, it takes up a lot of my mind space.
Yeah.
It's hard to process other things that's going on in life because I'm still trying to process this.
Anyone else?
I have a husband and 2 kids at home, so I don't want to be taking it home to them either. And my daughter is actually an essential worker yet too, so she and I are kind of in the same boat. We don't want to be bringing it into the house. And at the same respect, I don't want to get it outside and bring it in here and get any,
or for
consumers
yourself.
affected or myself. Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time. I realize, to get all together for this was, in and of itself, its own chore. So I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate the work you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys have a great day.
You
Thank you, Bert. Thank you.
Bye.